Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big than actually achieve big things in his career. While he thinks and speaks with a lot of energy and pushes strongly for his ideas, he isn't the type to put in the steady, hard work needed for real success. In the end, don't expect him to build a strong or stable career just on words. Steady action is not his strength.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things don't go his way at work, he is likely to get upset quickly. Think sudden outbursts, snapping at others, or blaming people around him. He doesn't have the calm or patience to quietly fix problems. Instead, he reacts with anger or frustration. He can be harsh with both himself and others in these moments.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He might be polite on the surface, but underneath, he often gets into arguments or power struggles with people at work because he likes things done his way and doesn't show much care for others' feelings. Small disagreements can turn into big fights. While he can charm people for a short time, his quick temper and stubbornness often push others away.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he's more likely to feel threatened or competitive than proud. Instead of celebrating your wins, he may become irritable or make sharp comments as if your success means he is falling behind. So instead of getting support, you may find yourself explaining or defending your success.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is very likely to feel insecure and secretly resentful. He may not always say it out loud, but you'll notice it in his attitude. Sharp remarks, sulking, or picking fights over small things. It's not your fault, but you might find yourself walking on eggshells around him.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to be quite strict and careful with money, possibly even a bit controlling about spending. You might find him making rules about how money should be used, sticking firmly to budgets, and wanting to know details about who spends what. So expect him to watch money closely, but not always in a patient or gentle way.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is usually careful not to live beyond his means. He prefers to keep things organized and well managed, so showing off or pretending to be richer than he is isn't really his style. He believes in keeping things clear and real, even if it means being a bit too firm at times.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is tight with both money and mindset. He may follow rules and act politely, but he rarely goes out of his way to help or surprise you with kindness, especially when it comes to spending. His actions can make you feel restricted, not cherished.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be very controlling and wants to know everything about where money goes. While he may not exactly hide things, he isn't open in a warm, sharing way either. Instead, he is likely to keep a close watch, set strict rules, and expect you to follow them without question.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is more likely to believe that housework is mostly your responsibility. He has strong opinions about how things should be done and isn't quick to jump in and help, even if he's not busy himself. If something isn't up to his standard, he might point it out sharply rather than offer to lend a hand.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is far more likely to supervise than to actually roll up his sleeves and help with chores or diapers. Even if you are tired or need support, he'll stand by and tell you how things should be done, pointing out mistakes or giving instructions instead of pitching in. His way is to manage and control, not to share the load equally.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
Most of the time, he argues just to prove he's right. Instead of quietly listening or trying to see things from your side, he gets stuck on showing that his way is the best. This habit can leave you feeling unheard and frustrated, as if your thoughts don't matter.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often loses control and may say hurtful or harsh things. He can become loud, make sharp remarks, or even behave in an aggressive way, like slamming doors or raising his voice. This can leave you feeling scared, hurt, or worried about when the next outburst will come.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Even small annoyances can set him off, and his temper can turn serious situations into shouting or harshness within moments. This isn't just a small problem, it is a clear red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility when something goes wrong. More often, he will blame you or someone else, making excuses for his actions or twisting things around so it looks like it's not his fault. This kind of behavior makes it very hard to solve problems together and can leave you feeling unheard and weighed down with guilt you don't deserve.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not someone who easily respects boundaries, and this includes understanding that no means no. If you say no or ask for space, whether in daily life or in intimacy, he may push back, argue, or try to talk you into changing your mind rather than simply accepting your answer. This behavior can leave you feeling like your wishes and feelings are not important.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is very likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding your feelings or giving you space, he may react with hurt, frustration, or even anger. He might question you, make you feel guilty, or act cold and distant, as if your refusal is a rejection of him as a whole.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, with his temper and pushy nature, you may not always feel safe trusting him with your private moments. If he gets upset or feels challenged, he might bring up personal things you shared just to win an argument or make you feel small. Instead of handling your vulnerabilities gently, he could use them against you in anger or frustration.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally not someone who easily runs after other women, as control and rules matter a lot to him. He expects loyalty from his partner, and often holds himself to strict standards in this area too. Still, you are unlikely to find him flirting or getting involved outside the relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive and often acts jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He wants to know where you are, who you're talking to, and why, even over small things. This can feel suffocating and make your world smaller bit by bit.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, in his case, what may look like a protective nature is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you or keeping you safe, but his real goal is to make sure things go his way, even in your personal choices. Love should help you grow, not make you feel small. Please keep that in mind.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is more likely to expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. While he may be quick to set rules or correct the kids, the day to day tasks like feeding, helping with homework, or caring for them when they're upset will mostly fall on your shoulders. Real teamwork may be hard to find by his side.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or misbehavior can trigger a harsh reaction. He might raise his voice, say hurtful things, or become impatient instead of gently teaching or comforting them. Over time, this can affect their confidence and happiness at home, as they may start to hide problems out of fear of his reaction.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is not likely to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. While he may respect your work with the kids, he often expects you to put family first, sometimes at the cost of your own needs, dreams, or time for yourself. When you try to take care of yourself or pursue your own interests, he might see it as less important, question your choices, or even make you feel guilty.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might support your career at first, but later expect you to quit or slow down once you have a child. At the start, he may seem polite or encouraging, but as family demands grow, his views about roles at home can become very strict. He could start insisting that your place is with the kids and may pressure you directly or indirectly to put your own career or dreams aside for the family.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely act polite on the surface with your parents, but real warmth will be missing. He knows how to say the right things and maintain formal manners, but genuine affection or effort to build close relationships may not be there. Your parents might sense a distance, even if he never raises his voice or acts rude. He will expect your family to adjust to him, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. He can get irritated quickly and may say strong or hurtful things without thinking about the bigger picture. His reaction may leave you feeling caught between people you love, with no easy way to bring peace.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is exactly the kind of man who may appear modern and understanding with you in private, but expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He might want you to dress, behave, and speak in ways that fit his family's or society's expectations, even if it's not who you truly are. In front of others, he will likely want you to show extra respect, follow old customs, and avoid anything that might seem too modern. This can leave you feeling like you have to hide parts of yourself or keep switching roles, modern wife at home, traditional daughter in law outside, just to keep the peace.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or quietly side with his family rather than openly support you. He prefers not to challenge his family's ways, especially in front of them, and may expect you to adjust instead. Don't be surprised if you have to stand up for yourself while he stands by, watching instead of stepping in.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is very likely to be a mummy's boy, and it will be hard for him to choose your side in a conflict with his mother. His habit is to respect and follow his family's rules and expectations, often without question. Over time, this can lead to hurt and feeling second in your own marriage.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share many details of your fights or private matters with his mother or sister, especially when he feels upset or wants support. Instead of keeping your relationship issues between the two of you, he may run to his family for advice or validation, sometimes painting you in a bad light to get sympathy. This means your personal matters may no longer stay private, and decisions you expect to make as a couple might involve others.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Day in and day out, being with this man can feel like walking on eggshells. You may start your day unsure of what might set off his temper or lead to a sharp remark.